Hello and welcome to another academic English class. We'll get started in a minute once students arrive in the class. Sergio,
Hello,
good evening.
good evening. How are you? Well, good afternoon here.
Oh, well, good afternoon here too.
Yes.
It's almost evening.
Ah, today is my first class here.
Well, I'm glad to be your first class. It'll be a good class. We're going to read a story from the newspaper. I would go ahead and get Google Drive set up. Okay, so I'm getting Google Drive ready. Let me get my story.
No, I understand.
There we go. Yeah, I'm just getting it set up. We'll get started in a few minutes. Wow, a lot of people I've never had before in my class. Obviously, 4 o'clock is a different time zone. Different than when I have classes at 5 or 6. So, let's see. Usama.
Hi, sorry.
How are you today, Usama?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thanks. This is your first class with me.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'm glad you could join me.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure. Where are you from?
I'm from Algeria.
And what's the weather there like in Algeria right now?
Well, here it's kind of summer. It's kind of hot.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of means you don't know for sure.
It means a little bit of hot.
What temperature is it? Let's get to something less subjective.
It could be 30.
Okay, 30 is not kind of summer. 30 is summer.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. That's why I asked subjectively, or I'd like to be more precise, because kind of summer, no, 30 is summer.
Yeah, we are in summer actually.
Yeah, thank you for that. All right, well, welcome to my class. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Noemi.
Hello.
Hi, how do I say your name properly?
My name?
Yes.
Noemi, yes.
Oh, I did. Okay, great. Where are you from?
I am from Tenerife.
What continent is that?
Canary Island.
Oh, Iceland.
Canary Island, yes.
Oh, Canary Islands.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know where those are. They're in the middle of the Atlantic.
Yes, near Africa, yes. Right.
Yeah, know them well. Very unique climate. Welcome to my class.
Thank you.
Antonio.
Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone.
Hello. How is your day going?
It's going fine. I have been studying for my English exam tomorrow.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Well, you picked a good class. Oddly enough, most of you have never been in my class before, so you're all new students to me.
Yes.
My name is Simon. I'm from the country of Canada. It's a rather large country on the top end of North America. We export a lot of snow to the United States. It's one of our chief exports to the U.S., snow. All right, and we're going to be reading a story from the paper today. You guys will practice your reading, speaking, but most importantly, your comprehension skills. I will also focus on pronunciation. All right, but comprehension is our major skill we're focusing on. All right, and Omar, welcome back, Omar.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thanks. Are you ready for another class?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. I'm glad to have you here. All right, guys, as you can see from my screen here, I am in Google Drive. Please go to Google Drive. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing soon, but here is Google Drive on the left side of the screen, and then click on Hangout Notes. If you don't do that, it will be hard to teach the lesson. Well, it'll be easy to teach it, but it will be hard to learn. Okay. Next, I see Ali has joined us. Hello, Ali.
Hi, everyone.
Where are you from, other than what appears to be the ocean right now?
I'm Ale from Italy, Bergamo, near Milano.
All right, well, welcome. It's good to have you here. Good evening.
Thank you.
All right, so everybody, please go into Google Drive. We're going to start reading. Okay? I have a story here, and I'm going to have you take turns reading paragraphs.
Teacher, could you please put the link here?
There is no link. If you just follow my instructions to go to Google Drive and then click on Hangout Notes. There is no link. Right, so Google Drive and then Hangout Notes. That's why I'm sharing my screen, so you can see how to get there. Right, Ali, can you see the text?
No, because I have any problem with my connection.
Okay, I'd recommend fixing that because it'll be very difficult to have this class if you don't. Right, Antonio, do you see the text?
No, I didn't see this.
Okay, who can see the text?
I can see the text.
I can see as well.
All right, and I couldn't see you talking, so Usama, you can see it?
I can. I'm working on it. Just a minute.
Okay, great. I would like you to read the first two paragraphs, please.
All right.
Could you read the first two paragraphs, please?
Oh, me?
Who?
Okay, so Sergio, can you see the paragraphs?
Yes.
Okay, could you read the first two paragraphs, please?
Okay. Like many dog lovers, my father was a reluctant master who let his pets have the upper hand and turned a blind eye to their faults. This arrangement suited his favorite dog, Chester, a magnificent golden retriever. Chester was a friendly and curious, with a keen zest for life, but he also had a dominant streak, which meant he could be disobedient and aggressive with other dogs.
Okay, can you say disobedient, please?
Disobedient.
Meant he could.
Meant he could.
Favorite.
Favorite.
Reluctant.
Reluctant.
Their faults.
Their faults.
Okay, so you'll see that words that had a different pronunciation than what I was expecting, I've highlighted in bold. Now, at the end of class, feel free to copy any of the information here and you can practice those words or phrases. Okay, the next paragraph, as you can see what's highlighted here. Usama, could you read that?
Excuse me, teacher, but it's not working here. I don't know why.
Then maybe what you could do is restart your browser, come back in. Chrome is the best browser
okay.
for this.
It's working. It's working now. So where I start?
Where it's highlighted.
Oh, it's not here.
It is. You'll see it highlighted. You have to scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, I do, but
Okay, well, let me come back to you then because I want to get us going. If we have too many
okay,
technical problems, it'll slow us down, guys.
okay.
Okay, so Omar, can you see the text?
Yes.
Please read.
Okay. From my father's perspective, though his best friend could do no wrong, I once overheard him telling his cousin Goof, as a retired CEO, uh, Audrey and the children think Chester is disobedient, but he's not. He comes when you call him, most of the time. I see, said Goof. It's not that he tries to be captain of the ship, he just is. A born leader. That's right, my father replied without a trace of irony.
Thank you. Now, can I hear you say irony?
Irony.
Trace.
Trace.
Replied.
Replied.
Jeff.
Jeff.
Think.
Think.
Okay, so it's a TH sound here, right? So we have to put our tongue between our teeth. Think.
Think.
Much better. Excellent. Though.
Though.
Same TH sound. Though.
Though.
Better. Though.
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 Perfect. Well done. Excellent. All right. Naomi,
Yes.
could you read the next paragraph, please?
Yes, but I only see your face. I can't see the text.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to share. I want everybody to pay attention here. I'm going to do this one more time.
Can I try?
Okay, so right over here on the left, click on Google Drive and then click on Hangout Notes to be able to see today's lesson. Okay, this is standard with the Hangout Notes. It does work. You've got to click on Google Drive and then Hangout Notes.
So Google Drive and
Right?
abrir, open.
Antonio, can you see the text? Usama, can you see the text?
Ah.
Ali, can you see the text?
Yes, you can.
If you could read the text, please.
Yes. As well as admiring Chester's take charge stance, Dad loved the dog's high spirit and did not want to curb them or extract his freedom without leash. In most cities, such an attitude would meet with protest. However, my father was fortunately enough to live in Ottawa's Rockcliffe Park at a time before leash laws existed.
All right, thank you.
Chester, okay.
Just this paragraph. Let's focus on a couple of phrases here. Leash laws existed.
Leash law existed.
Laws.
Laws.
Excellent. All right. Next phrase, Ottawa's Rockcliffe Park.
Ottawa's Rockcliffe Park.
Cliff.
Cliff. Rockcliffe Park.
Excellent. Fortunate enough to live.
Fortunate enough to live.
Excellent. Next word, wood.
Wood.
Wo. So your lips come together like this. Wo, wo, wood.
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 Better. Protest.
Protest.
Excellent. Restrict his freedom.
restrict his freedom,
Loved.
loved,
High spirits.
high spirit.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
All right, who hasn't read yet? Oh, Antonio, I couldn't hear you, sorry. Can you read the
Okay.
next paragraph, Antonio?
Okay, I'll try.
Thank you.
Chester roamed freely. On walks he would race ahead at full throttle, then doubled back to make sure he still had company. Mad puppets were irresistible, and he splashed into them during all season. Trevor's garbage can provide another temptation, especially at Christmas when they overflowed with turkey carcasses. Though Dad usually managed to grab Chester before he could tip one over.
Thank you. If you could just repeat after me. Roamed. Roamed. Antonio? Hello, Antonio? Are you still there, Antonio? Okay, I'm sorry, we'll have to skip Antonio. We just lost him. Okay, next let's go back to Sergio. Sergio, could you read the next two paragraphs, please?
Okay. For someone else, this bondingly exuberant retriever might have been a handful, but my father found his company invigorating and his exploits entertaining. The interlude in Chester's life that the most involved a randy, long-haired, dashant named Puccini, who belonged to a German diplomat and his wife. The couple used to walk him past my parents' house, and that's how he met Chester and fell for his golden good looks. Puccini was low-slung and long-bodied, with a large male appendage that just cleared the ground, adding weight to the terms sausage dog.
Sausage.
Sausage.
Excellent. Belonged.
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 Excellent. Amused.
Amused.
Long-haired.
Long-haired.
Interlude.
Interlude.
Invigorating.
Invigorating.
Retriever.
Retriever.
Excellent. All right. The next pronunciation class I'm going to do, I'm going to teach a lesson on the ed suffix. In English, it has three different sounds: id, t, and d. We never, ever, despite how it's spelled, will pronounce with ed. We never say ed. It's id, t, or d. Such as belonged. We never say belonged. We never say amused. It's amused. I'll teach you how to identify which pronunciation to use. Okay, that's coming up in my next class. Antonio, since you're back, I would like you to read the words I heard you say. So, roamed.
Roamed.
Walks.
Walks.
Double back.
Double back.
Mud puddles.
Mud puddles.
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 Splashed.
Splashed.
Carcasses.
Carcasses.
Dad.
Dad.
Excellent, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now we're back to Usama. Could you read the next paragraph, please?
Okay. Getting from A to B on his short legs was ar- arduous. But this dog was not short on determination or drive. Whenever he was let out, he would waddle up the steep hill that led to our house and stand in front of the living room window waiting for Chester.
Go ahead and read the next one, please.
Okay. As soon as Chester caught sight of Puccini, he began to whine and wag his tail, his way of indicating he wanted to go out to play. My father would oblige, but not without first saying, "Here is your horrible little friend again. Well, I suppose you can join him."
All right, thank you. Oblige.
Oblige.
Tail.
Tail.
To go out to play.
To go out to play.
Out.
Out. To go out to play.
Excellent. Arduous.
Arduous.
Legs.
Legs. S
Very
or
well.
Z?
Sorry?
Sorry? Legs or legs?
Well, if there's an S on the end of it, you do pronounce the S. Unlike French and English, you do pronounce the S, so it'll be legs.
Legs.
Yeah, legs.
Okay, legs.
Right, thank you very much, Usama. Omar, could you read the next paragraph, please?
Okay. The two of them would frolic in the lawn. At first their game seemed innocent, but Chester's friendliness emboldened Puccini, who had a one-track mind. To accomplish his mission, she would need a leader. Leader?
Ladder.
Ladder, sorry. My father joked, and instead he had to make do with mounting Chester in front paw. A bigger dog would not have gotten away with this.
Thank you. Let me hear you say joked.
Joked.
Ladder.
Ladder.
Emboldened.
Emboldened.
Friendliness.
Friendliness.
Frolic.
Frolic.
And lawn.
Lawn.
Thank you, Omar.
Okay.
Right, Naomi, could you read the next paragraph, please?
My mother grew to resent these visits when Puccini's manners slipped and he starts scratching at the front door instead of waiting at the window. She threatened to write his owners a letter requesting that they keep him in. My father, who disliked conflict, asked her not to do this. At first, she agreed, but when Puccini persisted, she fired off a letter.
Keep going, please.
Vain diplomats, they responded graciously, sending my parents 2 good bottles of Riesling and conciliatory notes saying how much Puccini loved Chester. They didn't know he half of it. They also promised to keep him in for a while.
All right, thank you. Could you please say promised?
Promised.
Graciously.
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 Perfect, well done. Being.
Being.
Threatened.
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 Better, much better. Scratching.
Scratching.
Started.
Started.
Grew.
Grew.
Excellent. Now, most of you have never had a class with me before. One of the reasons why I use this format is you're busy reading and you sometimes forget some of the words you have trouble with. So by me highlighting them, you can go ahead and copy everything you see here and save it on your computer and then follow along later. Okay? So you can copy down words you have trouble with and practice them later. Good job, Naomi. Antonio, could you please read the next paragraph?
Okay. Because Chester was such a handsome, exuberant dog, he had many other admirers, both canine and human. My father felt proud of this and enjoyed filling requests from neighborhood, wanting, wanting to work him. Chester's most enthusiastic fan was a lawyer named Michael Woods, who was between dogs. He liked to take Chester to the park. Afterward, Chester would often follow him home and might end up playing soccer with Michael's teenage sons.
All right, thank you. If you could please say afterward.
Afterward,
Take,
take,
walk,
walk,
requests,
requests,
enjoyed fielding requests.
enjoy filling requests.
Yeah, I know that S at the end, even I find it awkward, but unfortunately that's English for us. Felt proud,
Felt proud.
other.
Other.
Okay, very good. When you said that the first time, it was udder. You had the D sound. Don't forget the TH sound. We put the tongue between our teeth. Okay?
Other.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Now, it isn't a pronunciation class, but I know that you guys really need to practice your conversation and your pronunciation, so that's why I have a little bit of a pronunciation class here. Well, I focus on pronunciation. It's not a pronunciation class. I do offer 2 pronunciation classes a week. The next one will be focusing on the ED suffix that has 3 different sounds. All right, well, welcome. I saw you sneak in, Alexandra. If you could read the next 2 paragraphs, we are in Google Drive class notes.
And which ones? I was reading.
Yeah, we're pretty far down. I've highlighted the 2 paragraphs. I think it's on the 2nd or 3rd page.
Yeah, I see. Dad was delighted that his best friend had won over the Woods family. So it came as a shock when Michael's wife, Cherise, called one Easter Sunday to complain that Chester had made off with the ham she had cooked for dinner. She added angrily that he had also previously stolen 2 chickens from her kitchen counter.
That's hilarious. Sorry.
Yeah, apparently, the boy sometimes left the door leading into the house from the garage ajar, and Chester viewed this as an invitation to enter and sample whatever lay on the counter.
Thank you. What does the word ajar mean? Anybody? What does ajar mean?
A door? No?
If a door is left ajar, it's a word that only cars use. We humans hardly ever use this word in English.
If have
It's
closed,
not opened, I think.
Yeah, I could delete this word and say opened, and it would mean the same thing. Okay, so, yeah. And the only word I would like you to say is dinner.
Dinner?
Dinner. You're saying it the
dinner.
British way.
Yeah, I said it, yes, in a British way. Dinner.
Yeah, so this is a good lesson. If your audience is Europe, quite often we'll say dinner. The ER sounds like an A. In North America, it's dinner. So if I was British, I'd say dinner. Let's have some dinner. But, well, I am British, but I've been over here a long time. All right, just one last reading. We'll go to Ali. If you could read the next paragraph, please.
Yes, sir. Apparently, the boys, her foe, my father, was usually unfailingly polite. The rules of diplomacy eluded him now that his companion was under attack. He responded tersely, saying, "Well, I suppose we'll just have to replace those roasts."
After hanging up, he muttered,
Okay.
"What does she expect if we leave the door open?"
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's a good way to end, because my academic English classes are not all about reading. I mentioned at the beginning, it's about comprehension. The first half of the class, we read. The second half of the class, We discuss what we read. So if you just focused on reading, you've missed out on one of the key points of the class. For those of you who didn't listen to what we were talking about, instead focused on pronunciation, you could probably spend some time rereading some of the text, because I want to give you guys a chance to speak, to practice your English. So who would like to be the first to discuss the story, what they heard, their comments, your opinion? If you don't volunteer, I will volunteer you. Right, sir. Hello, Sergio.
Hello.
What was this story about?
I'm thinking because I'm focused in the pronunciation, in the reading, and I completely lost about the meaning of the text.
You didn't.
Yes. So now I'm frozen.
So you're in trouble, and I know that while you're on the hot seat, everybody else is rapidly reading to find out what this is about. All right, so let me go to Usama. Usama, what is this story about?
Oh, well, I focused on pronunciation, and I have no idea. It's about dog, I guess.
It is about a dog. I'll give you a point there. At the very beginning of class, when I talk about things and I say it's about comprehension, we'll also do some reading and speaking and pronunciation. Always listen to me, because I do stick to what I say I'm going to do. But this is good. You guys are new. You're not familiar with me as a teacher. The main reason I do this is, one, we help you with one thing you really need help with pronunciation. Two, I give you a chance to speak and read. But really, we need a chance to have a discussion, and the only way we can have a discussion is if we understand what we're reading, right? This is not a pronunciation class. It's not meant to be. I just try to help you with pronunciation because I know it's something you want. All right, let's pick on Omar. You are a student of mine. Omar, what else can you tell us about this story?
Well, I don't remember so well, but it was about the dog. I was a father that loved that dog, and also, I remember it was, the dog was Chester. Yeah.
Very good.
And it was a good dog, but I don't remember. I remember other dog that was named is Puccini. Yeah, a dog that is Puccini. Oh no, I don't know. I think that is not a dog, but I remember that Chester get along with Puccini.
Yeah, and I don't know if Puccini is a dog or another person too, because I'm, like you, focusing on what you're doing, but I do know the overall sense of the story, and there are several names here. Omar, well done, good job. No,
okay.
Noemi, what else is this story about? What can you tell us? What happened?
It's about a golden retriever.
Golden retriever.
A kind of very big dog, but the owner wants the dog. The owner don't want to educate to the dog, so something like that.
So what you're telling me is the father doesn't want to train or educate the dog properly?
Exactly. The father doesn't want to train the dog.
Oh.
Just he wants the dog was freedom for in their behavior.
Well done. Well done. Good listening. Excellent. Antonio, what else can you add?
I try to read the story.
Dear.
It's about people feeding on dogs. particularly one golden retriever, and they have problems about um, neighbors with the rabies bin and another kind of problems when people have dogs.
This is true. Very good. Alexandra, I know you only came in for the last few minutes, but what can you tell us about the story from what you've gleaned already?
I tried to reread quickly. I remember the dog running through the puddles and splashing the water in the puddles and making, I don't remember, picking up lots of mud by doing this. So the dog has complete freedom. And the father stated that the father didn't mind such behavior. He claimed that the dog's love is blind, so why not making it mutual? Like, so the dad's love is also blind. He excuses everything the dog does.
Very well done. So you've done a good job of gleaning a lot of the story about, a lot of what the story is about. So do you have a dog?
Me?
Yeah.
I wish I could have a dog, but I'm allergic to hair. So.
Really? Well, you have hair though. What do you mean allergic to hair?
To dog's hair.
Okay.
Fur.
Oh, well, okay. So that means you're not allergic to dogs.
No, I'm allergic to fur.
Okay. Did you know that not all dogs have fur?
I know.
Like there's this beautiful dog. It's called a Shih Tzu. I'm not even sure how it's pronounced. I think it's spelled CHTZU. No, TSU. Something like that, Shih Tzu.
I've heard that Barack Obama's daughter, her name is also Sasha, and she is also allergic to dogs. So they bought her a very, very expensive dog, which does not provoke any allergic reaction. But I forgot its name. I only remember it in Russian.
I don't know, but I do know that the Shih Tzu, it doesn't have fur, it actually has hair, which is good. It also doesn't drop hair all over the house, too, in the spring. And they're not an expensive dog.
I don't know, but I know that just a typical dog can kill me if we are in one room.
Oh, wow.
It can kill me in several hours. So.
Wow. You should be living in Texas where you can carry a handgun and you can shoot any dogs that come close. All right, thank you for that. Sergio, do you have a dog?
Yes, I have a little dog. His name is Pidgin. It's like a poodle.
A poodle, and is he well behaved?
It's very good behaved because now I'm thinking not a good behavior because they always do his pee-pee in my room when I wasn't in my home. But it's a friendly dog because I have a little brother and they are always playing in the living rooms and screaming all the afternoon.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And do your friends think your dog is well behaved and is a nice dog?
Sorry?
Do your friends think your dog is well behaved?
Sorry, I can't understand one word.
Which word?
Do
your friends?
My friends? If my friends had dog too?
No, do they think he's well behaved?
Maybe I don't listen good because I have a problem connection.
All right. Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely a problem connection. We just lost you. Okay, Omar, do you have a dog?
Yeah, I have.
I
As
wasn't
you
going to
can
believe
see.
you if you said no.
Yeah, no, I have a look.
And what kind of dog is it?
Yeah, well, it is he is sorry. He is a basset hound.
A basset hound. They're adorable.
Yeah, his ear, I love his ear.
Is your basset hound well behaved?
Yeah, of course, but sometimes when I no, he hates cat.
Hmm?
I don't know. I don't know why because when he was a puppy, my uncle who was living with me had a cat, and since a puppy, I think that it wasn't be a problem, but I don't know, they can get along.
That's too bad. Some cats
Yeah.
get along with dogs, but not all.
Yeah, I know that because I had other dog in like I think maybe 5 years ago, yeah, with a cat too, and they get along really well. It was funny because they sleep together and things like that.
Well, excellent, excellent. All right, let's see. Talk to Naomi. Do you have a dog?
No, I haven't a dog.
Why do you not like dogs, or are you just too busy to have a dog?
Um, because I think that having a dog, I have to stay in house, and I like to there with go out with my friends, and don't have to. I don't want to think that I have a responsibility in my house waiting for me.
They are a lot of work and responsibility. This is true. At least you recognize that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like I love dogs, but we don't have one right now, and I always feel guilty when I go to work, leaving the poor thing at home all alone.
Mhm.
That's why I don't have one. I just don't have the time. Antonio, do you have a dog?
I used to have dogs. I used to train in dogs, but nowadays I have a wife.
Interesting. What kind of dogs did you train?
And I spent many years training
Boxers?
boxer dog.
Is that a British breed?
Excuse me, can you repeat, please?
Is that a British breed or American breed?
No, for RCA, um, tracking, no, obedience, and attack. Is
No, no, I'm saying, is that what kind of breed is that? Is that an American breed or a British breed?
no European from Italy breeders.
It's an Italian breed.
Yes,
I didn't know that. Actually,
I
no, they're German. They're a German breed.
no. The dog I had its offspring from world championship from Italy. I
Yeah,
met
but what I'm saying is that the boxer breed originated from Germany.
yeah, yes, this kind of dogs comes from Germany
Yeah.
or
Well, I was
England.
wrong. I thought it was Britain.
Excuse me?
I was wrong. I thought it was from Britain.
I hesitate as well
Yeah.
because the first boxer club is, I think it was created in Manchester.
Mountains, yeah.
I hesitate from England because the first dog of on the books are talking about the first individuals are from England, maybe.
Maybe, maybe. All right, thank you. And somebody snuck into the class, Stefano.
Hello.
Hi, Stefano. You wouldn't be Russian, would you?
Hello.
Where are you from, Stefano?
Oh, I'm from Italy.
I thought you might. With a name like that, I was teasing by saying you might be from Russia. What part of Italy are you from?
Sorry, I don't hear you. I don't hear you.
You might need to
Very well.
restart your connection then,
Yes.
because I'm talking at a very loud level.
Okay.
Okay. Brings me back to Alexandra. Hello, Alexandra, again. Hello, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. So do you have any pets then?
No, I don't.
Not even a goldfish?
What's the use of a goldfish?
Well, you know, if you get hungry someday, you've got sushi. And it's not like you're going to feel bad. You know, I don't know. I think goldfish are for people that don't really have the attention span to take care of pets. They don't live very long. I don't know. It's like having a hamster. What kind of a pet is a hamster?
Hamster. I think I will be allergic to hamster too.
Yeah, now when did you first become allergic to furry creatures?
Oh, a long time ago. We used to have cats at home. Maybe that influenced me. I don't know.
That's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
It must make travel a bit scary sometimes.
I'd better be allergic to tomatoes, peaches, anything. I can stand that, but I'm allergic to dogs. And by the way, dog is my favorite animal. So.
They are wonderful animals. All right, I want to open the class up to discussion now. I'm not going to call upon anybody. I just want you guys to feel free to speak whenever you want to. All right, so me and, Alexandra, we're talking about dogs and allergies, and feel free to jump in. Now, Alexandra, did you know that in some countries they actually eat dogs?
Yes, I know.
I know. What do you think about that?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, in Korea. Yeah?
Yeah, and it's a kind of a big deal in Korea.
Well, I think it's a maybe a specific mindset. Maybe it's normal for them. So it's like French eating frogs.
Yeah, but you know, it's not like you can, train a frog to go get your newspaper, or you don't rub its belly. You know, frogs really.
We were brought. I think there are some things in different cultures which we will never be able to understand.
Mm-hmm.
So we are mostly Europeans or from North America, which are very close, and Asia will always be different in some ways. So maybe.
True. But my wife is Chinese and she doesn't eat dog.
But people are different.
Yes. But Chinese will also, there are certain parts of China where they will eat dog.
Different traditions, different maybe influence of, I don't know, culture, history, something else. So that's why.
I know some people who won't eat anything that has a cute face. So bunny rabbits, definitely won't eat bunny rabbits. Unless it's an ugly bunny rabbit. What do you think, Antonio?
I think for cats it is not the same.
No, It is
Here
different.
in the city, many years ago, it was a restaurant who catch cats and cooker, cooking cats and gave cat to the people like a rabbit.
I had rabbit once, long, long time ago.
And I hear stories about people many years ago who eat cats, but dogs is not properly.
Yeah, I don't know any. I've never heard of anybody eating cats, but I'm sure if you can eat dogs, then why not cats, right? I can't imagine there's a lot of meat on a cat.
Ah, stop it.
Well, no. Have you ever seen a cat wet? There's nothing to a cat. There's nothing on them. They're very, very tiny. They're like rabbits. They look big until they're wet, and then they're very, very tiny. All right. So Omar, you've heard they have them in Vietnam too.
Yeah,
Have you ever been to Vietnam?
no, but I heard, but personally, I don't like that. But does it matter? I mean, the culture is different. You cannot judge people using uh, foreign ideals and expect them to understand your reaction. It depends always, and
True.
yeah, I
You can
think that.
still do, like if you don't like obviously you have a wonderful dog and you could never imagine like my wife had a wonderful dog too and she said I'd feel guilty if I ate dog. And it's
Yeah,
okay to not like something and still respect somebody else's view, right? There are people who don't like to eat meat at all and think it's cruel.
yeah, I think that respect fits all. Fits all.
Mhm. All right. Okay, so we've got some dog lovers in the room. Do you guys have any other pets? No, just dogs? No goldfish?
Used to have a hamster, but I they he hasn't to he had to take care of him, and I had to breed it.
I had a hamster too, Antonio.
No. My son.
Yeah. Well, I was young at the time, and he bit my finger once, so I did this. Ow! But he didn't let go. So as I went, ow, he flew all the way across the room and hit the other wall. And of course, he fell to the ground, and they just did this. He was like nothing happened. So they're strange creatures. Normally they won't bite you, but every now and then they bite you, and it's not very smart because, well, if I was, it'd be like me walking up to an elephant and biting it. It probably would not go very well for me. Okay, do you guys have any questions about the story that we read today? Okay, the main point of this story was about a man and his dog and how he thought his dog was very well behaved, but not everybody else around him thought so. Some stories were given about how this dog on several occasions would run off with roast chickens or ham that the family was preparing. Not exactly the sign of a well-behaved dog. He would run around, run in mud puddles, get dirty. He would run for neighbors' trash. In fact, this dog actually sounded like it wasn't well trained or behaved at all. But this father really loved the dog. So, like many parents, when their children are misbehaving, the father didn't see the faults of his dog. He only saw the positive. What country did this story take place in? You'll get bonus points if you can get the city. Anybody?
In Canada.
Canada, excellent. What city?
Ottawa.
Yes. Well done. Excellent. All right. What was the breed? What was the dog breed?
It was a golden retriever.
Yeah, a retriever. Excellent. And when was it that the dog would go rifling through the neighbor's trash looking for carcasses?
Christmas.
Yes.
Turkey.
Yes. Very good. What kind of puddles did he like to splash around in? What kind of puddles did he like to splash around in?
Dirty.
Mud.
Mud. Not dirty, but mud puddles. Which, are, of course, are dirty. Okay. Okay, so Chester was the name of one dog. What was the name of the other dog?
Puccini.
Yeah. Do you guys know an actor that has the name Puccini?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, Al Pacini. Okay.
He was a singer. No?
The one I know is a Hollywood actor. I don't know if he was a singer though. Okay, and what was the father known for being very good at? He was known for being what? Whenever problems happened, he would be this type of person.
Diplomat.
Yeah. Diplomacy, or he was a diplomat. What does diplomacy mean, Antonio?
Well-behaved, polite, or don't pay attention in something who can annoy you, but well-mannered.
Not exactly. Diplomacy actually means it's the activity or skill of managing international relations. Okay? Yes. However, obviously in this case, when we talk about diplomacy, we're not talking about international relations, but we're talking about relations with others. It's about choosing one's words carefully, about mending fences, solving problems. We see this in the world a lot. Canada's Prime Minister might say something to the Russian president, and then now we have a diplomatic incident. What usually happens after that, though, is ambassadors and leaders will start softening what they said. Well, what I really meant was I never meant to. They start to soften. The diplomacy kicks in. All right? But most of the times, leaders and ambassadors do their best to choose words that won't be taken the wrong way. Doesn't always work, though. Well, guys, we've just reached the end of another class. In a few hours, I have another class. This one is all about small talk. Come to this class if you want to learn how to generate conversation with strangers, people you've just met, or coworkers. All that coming up in an hour. But I must get going because I have somewhere to be and I need to be back here in an hour for a private class. So thank you guys for coming. If you want to know when my classes are, take a look at this link here and you can see my next 6 classes in your local time. Thanks for coming, guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.